How you doing, YouTube? This is YugiohWarriors, Anubis here. Today I'm going to review my macro rescue rabbit deck, or some people call it remove from play rabbit. Alright, this deck is really good in this format against everything except for windups. Windups, if windups go first and they do the loop, you're in trouble because you have no hand traps main decked to stop it. And taking a loss in the first round to me is kind of devastating, you know, because now you have to fight back. But most wind-up players, you know, they, at least that I see, because I never ran the deck, but I went against it, they don't always have the loop, so there's always a chance. I mean, I two old wind-up decks with this deck before, so you know, it depends on the player, I guess, and what they have in their hand at the moment. Such is the game. So let's get started. Of course, the obvious 3 rescue rabbits. I do see some people try to run 3, 2, excuse me, 3, 2, but yeah, it just works better with 3. It's faster, comes to your hand quicker, you know. Then of course we have you know what, let's just call these all vanillas. We have all the vanillas that the rabbits bring out. Then dealing with the 3 guivas, which is great, and 3 tour guides, and the 1 singing. And that's all the monsters that I run with this deck. Okay, 1 heavy storm, 3 mystical space typhoons, 1 mind control, 1 dark hole, 1 monster reborn, 1 book of moon, 2 soul takers, and a playset of forbidden lands. And that's all the spells. Now, 2 Macrocosmos. It is a 42 card deck, and I do feel comfortable running 3. But to start off, I do 2 because if I go against like a mirror match with another rabbit deck, or if it's a remove play rabbit deck or not, it doesn't really affect. Remove play doesn't really affect rabbits. So 2 is cool. If I go against a deck that it devastates, like I find that this build truly devastates the dragon players as well as the insectors players. And you know, if I see that it's, you know, I'm going against one of them, I might side in the 3rd one. 2 Phoenix Chains, 2 Bottomless, 2 Dimensional Prisons, 2 Solemn Warnings, Solemn Judgment, Torrential. I only run 1 Torrential because of room, but as you clearly see, I pretty much have like the ultimate defense in this deck. So I feel 2 Torrentials is not needed in this build. And the 1 Starlight Road, because it is very trap heavy. It is 12 traps, I believe. Alright, so on to the extra deck. Alright, so here's the extra deck. I'm rolling with 2 Logias. I love 3, but I want to have everything teched into this deck, and so I had to cut it to 2. Because there's so many different decks right now floating around in this format. I don't want to be unprepared. I'd rather have everything I need to take down whatever right on hand. 2 Dorcas, Utopia Ray, Chaos Utopia, Utopia, Farnham. This card is cool. I find I use it a lot now to take down Spear Reapers. Definitely comes in handy. Dungeon. This card is like if I'm need a stall or something, or take down a monster with a weak defense. He comes in handy with that situation. And I find Gemini Pearl definitely comes in handy going against anything that's 25 or lower that that I need to take down, or if I'm randomly going against a skill drain deck and it's like, well, don't make no sense making a monster with effect anyway. Might as well just bring him out. So yeah, tech him in. Number 17. Simon. I see people who run remove from play Rabbit run 2 of him, but I never see the need to have 2. Because this deck, your targets get used so fast with the Rabbit play. I don't know. I just don't see a need to run 2. I think 1 is good because I'd rather have 1 copy of everything under the sun for the right situations rather than have double copies of something I'm most likely not going to use. And 1 number 30. I had cut them out my deck previously, but I find a lot of situations there'll be something on the field, let's say Scrap Dragon or some other big ass monster on the field, and it's like, yo, a couple turns going by and I'm scratching my head like, yo, I need this card to show up to take it down, and Tour Guides show up for me so many times, and I'm just like, damn, if I had number 30, I could have just took this thing down already. So yeah, I had to throw him back in. Catastor. I find well, if I side deck in my effect veilers, that when I have effect veilers in my hand, let's say I'm going against like a elemental hero deck or something like that, or a deck that my veilers ain't too effective against. Sometimes they're in my hand collecting dust, chilling. Mind control shows up and it's like, hey, yeah, let me get that 4-star, and then I'll make a catastrophe. I mean, he's for like those emergency situations, or sometimes I'll just make him if I'm going against this Lightsworn decks and stuff like that. That will be really devastating against. And the 1 Stardust, because the same reason I could mind control someone Gores and use Effect Veiler to make it, or even my own. And I run the 1 Starlight Road, and then that's my Gores token. So yeah, this is the conclusion of my remove from play Rescue Rabbit deck, or Micro Rabbit deck, whichever one you want to call it, but I call it Micro Rabbit. Hope this gives you some ideas of what you want to do to your own variant of it. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.